How's it going, everybody? It's Dustin here, and today it is time to start planting some pumpkins. So last year I planted probably 5 acres, maybe 6, and I'm really cutting way back this year. I'm trying to do less with more. What I've found is the more I plant, the less they get taken care of. So I'm going to come out about to here and go all the way down to there, all the way to that fence, and I'm gonna plant all this. Not a whole lot, maybe a half an acre. So be way less than normal, but I think I can manage it better and get a better yield. So I don't try to plant enough pumpkins for all that I need. I'll buy a semi load or two and take care of it that way. I physically can't plant enough pumpkins for what I need. I don't have enough room, so I gotta buy some anyway. So I might as well take really good care of the ones I do grow, and it'll look better than just a big overgrown weed patch, which is what I've had the last couple of years. So if you haven't ever grown pumpkins, they're a pain. You got powdery mildew, squash beetles, too much water, not enough water. Every animal likes pumpkins, so you're constantly dealing with animals, all of it. So they're a pain. When you're trying to grow them on a large scale, they're a total pain. I'm not talking 1 or 2 plants, but when you are on large scale, they're a pain. So what are we going to do to take it from that to planting? So what I do, we're going to go hook the sprayer up on the Honda, and we're going to we're going to round up this whole thing, get all the grass killed. We'll till it a couple times. And we're back. It's been a couple weeks since we sprayed where the pumpkins are going to go. It's good and dead. You can see we missed a few spots with the spray. I sprayed those again a couple days ago, so they're still green, but they're dead, dying, whatever. So now we're going to till this up and get them pumpkins planted. So we got the Coyote DK40. I've been using it the last couple days. I got it borrowed from a friend, and I'm really impressed so far. It's quite the little workhorse. And the tiller is a Tar River. Yeah, Tar River, 66-inch, and I rented it from the local rental place. I've got a rental place that's like literally a mile away. So I just ran down there and rented it. It's 75 bucks. And yeah, so normally what I would like to do is till north and south and then east and west, but I don't have enough room for that. So we're just gonna go north and south a couple times, and hopefully that's good. I also usually like to use raised rows because it's easy. I can use the front end loader, just scrape some dirt and make a long row and plant my pumpkins that way. But once again, I don't think I've got enough room for that, so we'll probably do some hills. A lot more manual labor, but I don't think there's a way to maneuver the tractor around and make rows with it. So that's the plan. Till it up, make some rows, throw some seed in the ground, and hope for the best. So let's get the tractor fired up and do some tilling. Well, we got everything tilled. So this side here, I've already went and made rows of hills, about every couple feet apart, 4 or 5. I think they recommend 6, but I don't get too carried away with that. So yeah, we took the hoe, made us a little hill. We'll take 2 seeds, put in each hill, and maybe thin them out later, depending on how they look. So I get all my seeds from johnnyseeds.com. I always have good luck. They usually have a really good germination. So we're gonna go with Igor, Big Moose, the Boss, and Duchess. With the exception of Big Moose, the rest of them are all jack-o'-lanterns. Big Moose is just falls under giant pumpkins. And last year we planted just mini pumpkins, and we were going to let the school kids go pick them out of the field. That didn't work very good at all. So this year we're just growing jack-o'-lanterns and the Big Moose, which I just throwing that out there more for fun's sake than anything. You're not going to get any production out of the Big Moose. These Igors, the Boss, that stuff has been tested and proven for good production. So hopefully we can get some good amount of pumpkins out of these. The Moose is just for big. Like if you want to grow the world's largest pumpkin, you're gonna be planting the Moose. Or there's a couple different big ones like that, but you may only have a couple pumpkins or one pumpkin on the entire plant, so not very good for production. And also, almost all of these are hybrids, and I think they're all even coated. Let's see here. The Boss I know is coated. Or treated for disease, and they'll have a coating on them. Let me get this open. Okay, see down there? The seeds are pink. That's a coating they put on there to protect from disease. So, but you also better not eat those seeds either. You won't get sick. Yeah, the most of these have like 100-day maturity, and that's usually, that 100 days is give or take. Especially in Oklahoma, the amount of sun we're going to have, most of this is based on average amount of sunlight per day. Well, this time of year we have above average amount of sunlight and over X amount of degrees. So like if you plant something up north and you don't get but let's say 8 hours of sunlight, and you plant the same thing in the south where you're going to get 12 hours of sunlight, the amount of days it takes to mature is going to be a lot different. So, and I've also seen a lot of people plant sunflowers, and like me, I plant sunflowers for the pictures of the flowers. So if you read the a label of sunflowers, and they'll say 45 days, that's 45 days to when they're ready to harvest, not whenever they're in bloom. So a lot of people, especially the people who come out to the pumpkin patch, don't really understand like the sunflower process. So like we try and educate people on the flowering part is just a stage of the life that leads to the main purpose, and that's to that sunflower to make seeds. Doesn't stay a flower forever. So it can be confusing on the days to maturity depending on where you live. So always keep that in mind. Don't take that as gospel, because it varies a lot on the amount of sunlight, your temperature, of course your rainfall, and a lot. You can really shorten up some of these maturity days with a good amount of sunlight. So, and that's kind of what I'm hoping on, because I'm getting these things in late. But anyway, well, I guess we can go shove some of these in the ground. So like I said, we'll put 2 in each heel. And if they start trying to compete with each other or take over,